just days after one of its top executives killed himself. The stock down sharply today, shedding 18%. It's now down more than 65% since August 17th. Gustavo Arnal was the company's chief financial officer. He had been named in a lawsuit about a week before his death, accused of artificially inflating the company's stock price. A spokesperson for the company says the suit is without merit. Just yesterday, New York City's medical examiner ruled Arnal's death a suicide. Police say he jumped off this luxury New York City high-rise apartment on Friday. It's known as the Jenga building. The New York Post reports Arnal's wife was inside their 18th floor apartment when he jumped, but he didn't say anything to her or leave any sort of note behind. Now the company finds itself in turmoil with its stock price sinking by the day. Here's CNBC's Courtney Reagan.
After Arnal's suicide, board chair Harriet Edelman issued a statement saying the company is focusing on supporting his family and team and adds.
All right, Shalom. This is Hara 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh by Hashem Harakah Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is going to be a quick lesson, man. With this topic with this guy from Bed Bath & Beyond, the CEO or the CFO, jumped to his death, man. And it's going to be a lot more of that, in different ways. Because a lot of these people ain't going to be able to handle the pressure. And a lot of these people have been, doing dirt behind the scenes and stealing money and being corrupt. All right, that's why the Lord said that in the scripture, that they bless the covetous in this society. But now a lot of them are being exposed. They see all hell breaking loose. They see the demise of this place called, what we call in the scriptures, the daughter of Babylon, and the economy failing, and they see a dead end ahead. So this happened during the Great Depression as well. It says the largest increase in the overall suicide rate occurred during the Great Depression, 1929 and 1933, when it surged from 18.0 in 1928 to 0.1, the all-time high in 1932, the last full year of the Great Depression. All right, so let me go a little bit more. What was the leading cause? In the first few years after the 1929 stock market crash, the only major cause of death that increased was suicide. All right. So yeah, man. So that's what a lot of that's going to increase. Robbing, stealing, and killing, uproars of the people, riots, protests. All right. This is Luke 21 and 26. It says 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, right? We've been seeing a lot of different weather events. I was talking with a brother earlier, I'm Awan, in this camp, and we were going over some things, man, and space weather affects the weather upon the earth. All right. Now you have signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the stars. And upon the earth, distress of nations, man. You see all the nations under distress right now, right? Because it's a world economic collapse, restraint, anxiety, a holding together. They trying to hold it together. All right. Distress of nations with perplexity. All right. It says, with the state of quandary, the state of one who is in perplexity, man. Basically stressed the hell out. The sea and the waves roaring, man, and that's twofold. Because the weather events out in the heavens affect the weather and the elements upon the earth. Right? That's why you get floods. That's why you get the situation happened over in India. But then you also have the people, the nations roaring, uproars of the people, right? Now it says here, men's heart failing them for fear, man. See that? And that goes into them people just dying, dropping dead. Also, the Lord weakening their pride. And also that goes into the vintage shall fail. Everything that they're hoping for, their plans, their dreams, they're going to start seeing the dead end ahead, man. You know? They don't see that great victory for themselves anymore, that American dream. So a lot of them going to commit suicide. Men's heart failing them for fear, man. And that's why he did that, fear and shame. And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. I mean, all the powers in the heavens going to be moved out of their place, especially when the earth shakes to and fro. And that goes into these heathens being removed out of their place, all right, out of their rulership. All right, so with that, I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to get to work and say shalom.